The UFC White House card is very underwhelming. And I don't know if I just expected too much from this or if it's actually very underwhelming, but I think a lot of people, including myself, were expecting a much crazier card than what we got. Dana was talking about potentially having 5-6 title fights on there. Trump was talking about a bunch of other crazy things that would happen. And in the end, we got some fights with some stars that we just don't want to see. We still are stars, but we're not going to be seeing them in the fight that we want. In the main event, of course, we have Ilia Topuria taking on Justin Gaethje to unify the lightweight title. And honestly, this fight's going to last probably about 2 minutes. Ilia's going to get in there and KO Justin. It's going to be pretty quick. And American is going to be getting knocked out at the White House in the main event. Honestly, a stupid idea from the UFC. I don't think that was their plan A, to be honest, because in the co-main event, we have Alex Pereira going up to heavyweight to take on Ciryl Gane for the interim heavyweight title. So that means they're not stripping Tom Aspinall, which is good to see, and Alex Pereira is getting a shot to potentially, technically, make history. Of course, there were rumors that John Jones was supposed to be on this card, and I have a feeling that he was supposed to be facing Pereira, and that was plan A for the main event. Apparently, that fell through at the end. They couldn't come to an agreement, and this is the fight they had to go with. So, obviously not their plan A, probably not their plan B if Aspinall was healthy, obviously, and we're left with plan C. It's nice to see Pereira going up. He's getting a crack at heavyweight in a fight I actually think he can win, and probably the only one I thought he could win, to be honest. So it's nice to see that, but it's still unfortunate. We all wanted to see the Jones one, or at least Tom Aspinall. In the featured fight, we have Sean O'Malley taking on Aiemann Zahabi. Just a weird matchup here. I don't understand the thinking here. O'Malley versus Zahabi, Canada versus USA. It's just, you don't get those vibes from it. You don't get that excitement. Zahabi's just not that big of a name, and he should not be fighting O'Malley at the White House. This should have been O'Malley versus Sandhagen. It was the easiest fight to book. I'm not sure how the UFC fumbled it, but we're left with O'Malley versus Zahabi, which still could be a great fight because O'Malley is very entertaining, but it's not the fight we wanted to see once again. Are you noticing a common theme here? Next up on the card, Mauricio Ruffy versus Michael Chandler. And this is actually one of the fights I actually like on this card. I think it makes sense. It's two very entertaining dudes. You put them in the spotlight at the White House. Awesome fight. I'm happy they booked it. This is one of the ones that I'm very okay with. Next up, we got Bo Nickel versus Kyle Daukaus, and we're still just pushing Bo Nickel like crazy. This dude's an industry plant at this point, honestly, and he's taking on Kyle Daukaus, who's all right. He's good, but Bo's probably going to win this fight, and honestly, I don't know why Bo is even on this card. I get it. He's American. He's Trump's favorite fighter, but people really got to stop clinging on to Bo Nickel as the last American hope for American wrestling, because that's what it really feels like at this point, and that's why he's on this card. It's the only American versus American matchup. At least you're guaranteed an American win, so I'm sure they're happy with that, but I don't think Bo Nickel should be on this card at all. And then lastly, to open up the card, we got Diego Lopez taking on Steve Garcia, which should be a pretty fun fight. Diego Lopez seems to be one of the UFC's favorite fighters. This dude gets to fight on every big card, and honestly, he deserves it. He steps up when they need him, and now he's reaping the rewards from it. And Lopez is an entertaining fighter. I don't think anybody complains about watching one of his fights. So another one, I'm okay with that it's on this card. But I think if you did like him versus Yair Rodriguez, a bit more of a grudge match, that would have been a lot more interesting and a lot more enticing as a fight. So the best way to sum up this card is pretty much us getting our fighters that we wanted to see, but in fights that we didn't want to see. So it's all just plan B, plan C type of stuff. It seems very rushed and honestly very unplanned. Like the big ones for me, O'Malley, Sandhagen, that should have been booked. That's a tap in. Gaethje and Ilia, I have my own issues with that. I mean, the Gaethje-Patty fight should have never even happened for an interim belt. Arman should have been in that spot, and we probably would have been seeing Arman. So there's the problem with that one. And then you have Pereira and Gane, like I mentioned before. Should have been Jones, should have been Aspinall. Anybody but Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane, this is probably going to be his 7th title fight, I think, at this point in his career, and the dude loses most of them, actually all of them. So that's a big issue, and Ciryl Gane is just not the guy you want to be seeing fighting Alex Pereira, but it's what we're left with. Those are the big issues, and then Bo Nickel again, just terrible. I don't know how he's on this card. I think all our expectations were just set way too high, to be honest. Dana White was gassing this card up. He was saying this is going to be one of the best cards of all time, and it just is not that whatsoever. It's a 6-fight card, and it's filled with a bunch of fights that most of us just don't really care about. It's very, very unfortunate. I don't know how you couldn't get some bigger names on here. Like, what the hell is Israel Adesanya doing? Get him on this card, maybe Kamaru Usman. I mean, like, you even could have done Bo Nickel versus like a Colby Covington. That would have been at least interesting and entertaining somewhat. You could have done that. I don't know why not. So yeah, it just feels like very underwhelming, honestly. There's no other way to put it. It's just an extremely underwhelming result for what we were all expecting. This card's still going to be great. Don't get me wrong. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome, but it's not the spectacle that the UFC and Dana was making it out to be, and that's the unfortunate part. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the UFC White House card. Let me know if you guys agree with me in the comments. Am I being a little harsh? Is this card better than I'm giving it credit for? Or did you find it pretty underwhelming as well? Let me know down below. Thank you all for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next one.